Come see me. Oh man, this is going to be. I hope it's prime time. I hope it's
Yeah.
prime time. Is it?
Well, I don't know. From a time standpoint, I'd imagine we'll have to look that up. Felder, I want to hit you up on this. What do you
It's
think?
8 o'clock on CBS.
Oh yeah, so
Okay,
it's the one
perfect.
time CBS I think they could use like their flex to get the game,
Yes.
right? So with that said, Felder, like what do you think? Because when I watch A&M, I haven't talked to anybody down there this season. You guys may have, but do you think this is a game where they're gonna come in pressing too much? Because it feels as though they've pressed pretty hard, right? The standard's been so high. He's openly talked about it. We've kind of loved it, but I always go back to the player, right? Like, where do you think this roster is walking into this game? And
It's a
do you give them
roster.
a chance, or do you think they get rolled?
I think I'm of two minds, Yogi. One, this is a team that has lost to Appalachian State and Mississippi State this year already.
Yep.
And then I also think this is a team that has a coach that insulted Nick Saban, that made Nick Saban not feel comfortable, that made Nick Saban not happy.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming, and George, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he's got somebody in a closet locked away from May until now working on this game. Because you mentioned
Jimbo.
coach. No, Nick Saban.
Oh, yeah, it could be both ways. Oh, yeah.
Saban got somebody working on this game.
Yes,
and he's had him working on this game for a long time.
And they might be in the building at A&M.
And they're ready to rock and roll. And so I am, if we get a close game from A&M going into Tuscaloosa, good on them. But I am expecting Alabama to come out, even with the quarterback issues, even the quarterback injury, excuse me, even with not really trusting their wide receivers a ton. I think that they are coming in, and this defense is about to be cut loose. And then you throw in the fact that Aeneas Smith is not there, which is he had a horrible injury, and I feel terrible for him. A&M, to be able to generate points, it's going to be a struggle.
Yeah.
And then this is a team that, I mean, let's be honest, Alabama in this game, they want to pull their pants down, baby.
I don't know what that means, but
embarrass you. Like they want to embarrass you.
My
Like
my bad. I got you.
You know, like they
like back in the
pants
day.
you, like when you get you get pantsed.
Yeah. I remember that.
I will say all the norms of mid-season football are out. That little section in the back of the playbook.
Oh yeah.
Some playbooks they call them exotics.
Feed the studs.
Say that again.
We at SC we had FTS. Feed the studs.
Feed the studs.
Yeah.
Your exotics, special teams.
2-point plays.
2-point plays are churning up right now. The Eagle fly deal with Nick Foles, they probably each got about 5 versions of that. You best believe if there's a mid-season Super Bowl or something that needs to be worked out, this is it. This is that game.
I'm going to tell you
this stuff right here.
Bro, all right, we're going to move on to 2 more leagues here in a second, but here's my final take on that, is that, to your point, it's the Super Bowl. And oftentimes, the pregame show is the best part. And that animation in the open, Gary Danielson will be sitting there with his analysis. But there's a few truths in football. Yeah. One, I believe, is if you can't stop the run, you're in trouble and in for a long night.
Night.
A&M hasn't stopped the run all year long.
Yep.
At all.
I don't care what play you call. I just think that is going to be struggle. And I just imagine you add in a running quarterback from what we've seen, the limited action that we've seen. Mm-hmm. You got to tackle in space. You know all the phrases. It's 11 on 11, blah, blah, blah. Like, dude,
they're coming.
I think it's a different planet right now on Saturday night. I think it's going to end up that way because of the way that Bama is just going to run the football, and it's going to be methodical. Boom, boom, boom.
And Felder said it at the top of this one. A&M, it's a struggle right now, not to get touchdowns, but to get first downs. They have been in some rock fights, not shootouts. App State They could not get down the field against App State. And Yogi, to your point, they couldn't get App State off the field defensively when they had third downs. Here comes power. Here comes a trap play. Like, they just could not get off blocks and shut people down. Now they bounced back against Miami, and they turn around and got beat up again against Mississippi State.
I mean, bounce back against Miami is nice because Middle Tennessee put the screws to them.